On Friday, July 19, 2013, Officer Nicholas Papagiorgio, while in uniform patrol in marked cruiser number 54, working the 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. shift for the town of Dunstable, have the following to report. I was dispatched to Main Street for a report of a past B&R, breaking and entering. I responded to the address and made contact with the homeowner. He stated that someone had gone through the entire house, ransacking all the rooms and stealing several electronics and other items. We then walked through the house and pointed out to me several items that were taken from the living room: flat-screen TV, stereo system with speakers. The table/entertainment center where his stereo system was, had fluid all over it and found to be bleach that the suspects spilled on the table and got the bleach bottle from the cabinet under the kitchen sink. We then walked into his bedroom and the victim stated that his iPhone 4 missing that was on the nightstand next to his bed, several packs of Trident gum packets were taken that were on the dresser, and a Duracell charger with batteries were taken from a package. The other 2 bedrooms were also tossed and nothing appeared to be taken. Also, all the cabinet doors were open and some of the shelving and plastic shelves were removed from the refrigerator, along with food that was removed from the refrigerator and placed on the counter. The victim also pointed out that someone took a package of Plums that he just purchased the day before. The victim was advised to compile a list of all the items that he believes were taken from his residence. Victim did give me a written list of the items, see attached list, but did not have details of all the items like model numbers and serial numbers. Victims was advised to check his paperwork for this information, as we would need it to track down his property. Victim was also advised if finds any other items missing to let us know right away. Chief Downs also spoke to a neighbor in reference to suspicious activity from earlier today and asked if she was willing to give us a written statement of the incident and if she was willing to work with an officer for a sketch composite. Neighbor stated she was willing to help and did drop off a written statement, and arrangements were made with Concord Police Officer Skinner to meet with the victim at the Dunstable Police Station for the sketch on Saturday morning, July 20, 2013. A bolo was also put out and this case remains open at this time. On Monday, July 22, 2013, the victim came into the station to report that he also found a Seagate external hard drive with his personal information was also missing, and that the bleach that was spilled in his house damaged his leather sofa and hardwood floors. The victim also advised he was still trying to get us a detailed list with model numbers and serial numbers on the electronics taken from his house. At this time, we are following leads on this case. On Wednesday, July 24, 2013, myself, along with detectives from Groton Police, Air Police, and Pepperell Police Departments, followed the vehicle that was seen in our town on Friday, July 19, 2013, the same day of this break that was identified by redacted. The vehicle was observed in different neighborhoods in Pepperell, Dunstable, Tingsboro, and Chelmsford, but were not observed in any illegal activity. On Thursday, July 25, 2013, at about 1:40 p.m. I received a call from Detective Corey Waite of the Groton Police Department advising that the individuals that we were following yesterday just got arrested in Lunenburg for breaking into homes. I then responded to Lunenburg Police Department where the 3 suspects were being booked. At approximately 4 p.m., the female suspect, Julie Harmon, agreed to be interviewed by Detective Corey Waite. During the interview, it was learned that the 3 individuals in custody today were responsible for multiple house breaks in the area, including Shirley, Pepperell, Groton, and Dunstable. Also during the interview, Julie stated that she would walk up to a house and knock on the door, and if no one would come to the door she would return to the car, and then Sean Armstrong and Albert Duncanson would break into the house. Julie was asked what would happen if someone would come to the door, and she stated she would ask if Sarah was home. Julie was asked why the name Sarah, and she stated that Sarah is an old friend. During the interview she was asked about the different towns that she was in, and she was not sure what towns the houses were as she was not driving and was not familiar with the area. Julie was also asked if they ever spilled bleach in any of the homes, and she stated that Sean and Albert might have done that to cover up evidence. Julie was asked again, and she stated that she believed that they did spill bleach in one of the homes on Main Street, Dunstable, Massachusetts. Julie was also asked what would they take from the homes, and she stated mostly electronics. Julie was asked what did they do with the electronics, and she stated that she did not know, because after breaking into the homes Sean and Albert would drop her off back at the house in Shirley, and Sean and Albert would leave to go get rid of the items. Julie was also asked if they took anything else from the homes except electronics, and she stated that sometimes they would take food. She was asked what kind of food, and she named a few things to include fruits. Sean and Albert declined to be interviewed at this time. With the information obtained from the investigation, the sketch composite, the interview where Julie Harmon states that bleach was used in one of the homes, the taking of food and fruits from the homes, and the vehicle that they were using placed in the area of the breaking and entering of Main Street, Dunstable, Massachusetts. It was also learned in the Lunenburg breaks that one of the residents were home when Julie Harmon went up to the door and asked for Sarah, so at that time went down the street a couple house breaking into that residence, showing a pattern with our break where they were initially confronted at leaving that residence and breaking into home on Main Street. This department is requesting a complaint be issued for the following charges for Sean Armstrong, Albert Duncanson, and Julie Harmon. Breaking and entering daytime for felony larceny over $250. Malicious destruction of property over $250.
We need everybody to smash the like. It's gonna take all of us.
Yes, ma'am. Just kidding.
I think you do a good job. I really do.
Pretty cool that you guys did that. Thank you, Predator Catcher Drama.